8 housing programs for the city of Prichard Housing Authority is our special guest. Ms. Harvey, we've been talking about the houses, the process, the people that live in the Section 8 program or live under the Section 8 program. How long can a person live under Section 8?
That's kind of endless. It depends on their income and how long they want to stay under Section 8. If the income does not change and they still meet program requirements, they can stay under Section 8 for a long time. However, that is not the intent of Section 8. Section 8 was designed to help people when they cannot afford housing to get sort of on their feet so that when they can afford housing, then they can get off the program.
Now, based on the income guidelines, we all saw a few minutes ago that you have to have a very low income in order to get under Section 8. Do Section 8 residents receive any type of payments or any type of assistance payments living under this program?
Most of them do. We do issue utility allowance check to the tenants or residents who qualify.
Okay, we have some taping, some information from the comptroller at the Housing Authority that can give us a little in-depth information about the monetary and financial situation as far as checks flowing to and from the Housing Authority to residents. Let's go to that tape now. We're in the office of the comptroller of the Prichard Housing Authority, Ms. Helen Porter. Ms. Porter, what are the programs that you administer and what is the total budget for the Housing Authority?
Okay, we have Section 8, new construction, modern rehab, voucher, conventional, modernization, and movie accounting. And we're in the process of doing a 2.7 million for the additional housing. Our annual budget run around 6.5 million. Payrolls are approximately 285,000 per year.
When you handle and process budget of that size when it comes to public housing, how many checks do you disburse on a monthly basis?
We generate approximately 2,000 checks per month.
Public housing finances and funds, is the Public Housing Authorities more like a clearinghouse where the Department of Housing and Urban Development allocates funds to eligible residents? How does that work, Ms. Porter?
We requisition funds by projects. We do utility checks once a month for tenants that's in need of assistance in utilities.
So you issue quite a number of checks to
We
residents?
issue quite a number of checks to residents, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Porter, comptroller of the Prichard Housing Authority. And of course, as Ms. Porter said, the Housing Authority issues a number of checks each month. A large majority of the checks go out to the Section 8 housing participants, and you see Ms. Gardner and Ms. Holcomb, who also work in the accounting department. Ms. Harvey, with the Section 8 program, the rent that is paid, the housing assistance payments, how and when is rent due? Does the residents pay the rent? Does the Housing Authority pay the homeowner? How does that work?
Rent is due on the 1st of the month. We have until the 10th of the month to get the checks out or have them prepared. In some cases, or in most cases, the Housing Authority pays the entire half amount. The rent or the tenant's rent is based on their income. The more income they make, the lesser their utility allowance, and then it becomes to a point that they will pay a portion of their rent. That goes back to the point is how is Section 8 endless, or how long can it be under the program, and it's until their portion of the rent exceeds the contract rent.
Okay. Once a person is certified and eligible and is actually living under Section 8, how often do they have to be recertified, and what is the recertification process?
Recertification process is about the same as the initial certification process when they initially come under the program. We have to do the same thing, maintain their eligibility, make sure they still are eligible for the program, their household size, their income, and it's done annually, once a year. That includes inspection.
And when a person is issued as being eligible under the Section 8 program, can they move, say if I get an apartment, if I get a house in one area of town and if I don't like it, can I take that certificate and voucher and move to another street or another neighborhood? What are the guidelines in that regard?
Yes, a certificate and or voucher can transfer. You can transfer anywhere in the Prichard, Whistler 8 Mile area when your recertification period is in effect, or if you've been in that particular unit a year, you can give us, give the owner notice